Welcome back to my channel. I am Elise, founder of Let Us for Life. I'm going to be talking about today my job in the military, what your girl is doing, everything that entails my job. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let's go ahead and hop into the video. So my job is 2T3X7. It was formerly known as vehicle management, or most people go by fleet management and analysis. So my job is very it's good, y'all. So the number one thing that I like about my job is usually the hours are set. So I work Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday I have off. So with other jobs, you may work swings, you may work nights, you may work, whatever the case may be. We ain't doing that over here, honey. We got that 7 to 4. Saturdays, Sundays are guaranteed off. So it's kind of like working a 9 to 5 for the most part. At different bases, those hours can vary. So sometimes you may have you may work 4 10s. So basically what that is, you work 10-hour shifts for 4 days, and then you have 3 days off. So it just may vary. But for the most part, fleet management, we have set hours, and it doesn't really shift too much. For the most part, your job is on a computer, and so you don't really get your hands dirty too much. You're not really out there with the mechanics, but you do work hand in hand with the mechanics, but you're not really getting your hands dirty. You ain't really out there changing stuff. You basically are at a desk all day, so you're admin. Now, one thing I will say is, even though you're not out there changing stuff, me personally, I like to get a little dirty every now and then. Every now and then, your girl likes to be out there, and sometimes I'll just ask the mechanics, hey, do y'all need help with something? Do you want me to help you change a battery? Do you want me to do an oil change? I have changed my own filters. I have helped jumpstart vehicles. I helped, when I was deployed, I helped with the transmission, and then they also let me do something. What did I do? I think I was painting. I think I was helping to paint the car because I was having too much fun, y'all. I was spray painting that bad boy was looking good. So even though you don't work literally on vehicles, you work hand in hand with the mechanics. And if you do getting dirty like I do, you can always go out there and ask them if they want help, and they'll help you do they'll work with you to do small stuff. Everybody who first joins the military is usually assigned to control board, and control board is basically you are keeping control of all the work orders that are coming in and out. You're keeping control of just the workflow, open and closing work orders. You're also doing yard check. And that's basically inventory of all the vehicles in your shop. You are usually also doing accidents and abuses. So accidents and abuses are just the accidents that happen on base, all the abuses where people abuse vehicles. Security forces, not naming no names, but just different, things that happen on base involving accidents and abuses. Next program that we have is warranty and contract, and that is basically if a vehicle has to go downtown for any reason, it's basically downtown to a different vendor. If your base is considered to have lease vehicles, that's another huge program. It's a whole nother process within that, but basically that deals with a vendor off base where they lease the vehicles through. Usually it's GSA, and I really haven't had a lot of experience with leased vehicles, but I've seen it happen a lot. But in general, your job, you are literally controlling the fleet. You are making sure the VCOs are trained, and those are just the people that are assigned each and every unit as our point of contact. So we have a VCO for med group, and we may have a VCO for maintenance or AMXS or CE. So every single unit has their own appointed VCO, and we deal directly through them. We use DPAS a lot, which a lot of people have mixed feelings about. I like DPAS. We had an old system called OVAMS, but DPAS is the updated system. And DPAS has its days now. DPAS works when it wants to, but that's basically the software that we use to track everything. We also have LIMS, we have TRT to track different products and different ways of gathering data. So for the most part, our job is really simple. It's really easy. It has its busy days. It has its days where it's bruh, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. But for the most part, once you get the hang of it and you get in the groove of stuff, I don't know, over time it will become easier, and you can train those who are appointed underneath you to, learn the job and to be successful in the career field as fleet management and analysis. Another aspect of fleet management and analysis is material control. So you can work in material control aspect, which is the parts ordering. They do residue, they do ITKs, CTKs for the mechanics. They do tire ordering. I personally love material control. Like, I love working in material control. I don't know. I feel like you get to move around. I feel like you get to, like, it's steady busy in material control. And for me, like, the way I work, I like that. I like to be like, or if not, I'm just like, I get bored easily. So I love material control. I love ordering stuff. I love wiping my little card, even though it's not personally my card. But you basically are ordering parts for the mechanics. You basically are ordering anything that they need, shop use stuff. So you can kind of either work on both sections. Both have their advantages. Both may have a disadvantage. But all in all, it's all a team effort. You can either be put in this area or fleet management, or you can be put in material control. It really just depends on your leadership and what they want you to be. Yeah, that's pretty much my job in a nutshell. We deal one-on-one with the mechanics. We order parts. We control the fleet. And we work hands-on with the VCO and just to make sure that the workflow for any type of vehicles on base is flowing correctly. Like I said, it has its ups, it has its downs, but overall, literally, I wanted to originally, when I first joined the military, I really wanted to be personnel. I don't know why personnel just really was like the ideal job for me. And now looking back, I'm so happy I didn't get personnel, honey, because they did with a lot of stuff. But right now, I'm in the process of trying to become an officer, but also trying to be in the mental health field. I've always been wanting to be a psychologist, so that's where I'm at now. But for the tempo of our job, it's very easy to go back to school. It's very easy to, do anything as far as what you're trying to do outside of the military, because our hours are set in stone. So if you want to go volunteer, it's pretty easy. If you have a family, it's extremely easy. If you are trying to just pursue anything in the military, if you want to cross train, it's pretty simple and easy. Our job, like I said, they're very lenient, at least in my job and where I'm at in my base. They're very lenient, they're very supportive. Yeah, it's just a really good job to be in. I can't think of anything of a downside. The only thing I would say is that if something is involving vehicles, like say for instance, if you have an exercise coming up, or you have an air show coming up, or you have anything involving vehicles, y'all, it's hectic. It's crazy. Like, trying to get everything intact for vehicles, and like that's like 200 vehicles plus that's going to be delivered to base, and you got to figure out who needs every single vehicle, where every vehicle is going. Like, it can be so crazy and so hectic, but just know that it shouldn't be all on you. If it is all on you, I'm sorry, but usually there's a team of people around you who are helping you organize for the air shows and the missions and things that drop, to make sure that everything is handled correctly. So don't feel, pressured or anything of that nature. Another thing that you should know about our career field is that we deploy a lot. Like, y'all, when I tell you, we always getting tasked to deploy, like all the time. So if you one of those people to where you really ain't trying to deploy that much, and you really have like a family or something like that, it can be a con. But usually our deployments are 6 months, so for sure 6 months, and then you return back. But y'all, we deploy a lot, like a lot. I did not realize our tempo was that upbeat. We in, out. Sometimes we get tasked with a late notice deployment. That's very rarely. Maybe somebody dropped off at the last moment, or somebody just couldn't deploy. Usually they'll give you a heads up, but we do deploy a lot. So that's something to keep in the back of your mind. That's something to think about when you're choosing this career field. We deploy a lot. What else? I mean, like I said, we have holidays off. We have family days, and then on Fridays we have like barbecues sometimes, so we get off Fridays. Fridays will be a half day. What else do? We have like we have Christmas parties, we have Thanksgiving potlucks, we have all types of stuff that happens in my career field. Like, legit, I've been hearing people having to work through holidays. I've been hearing people who never have days off, so I'm very thankful for my job. Like, it could have been a lot worse, is all I'm going to say. It could be a lot worse. But you have a really good job. If you do ever decide to go into vehicle management and analysis or fleet management and analysis, it's a good job. It really is a good job. Like I said, it's pretty cutthroat. It's really nothing else for me to go over. If you have any additional questions, or you have something that I talked about and you may not understand, please make sure you comment down below. If you have any video topics about stuff that you want me to kind of go over, video topics in general, please make sure you comment down below so I know exactly what you want to hear from me. regarding military videos. As always, I love you, but most importantly though, God loves you. If you need encouragement or you know somebody else who may need encouragement, please write into my foundation, www.letusfly.net, where I encourage people through handwritten letters. I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.
I dream about it, I go get it, that's how I do it. Not in the stars, I'm not lucky,